be great, gonna be a good day.
This is Jase and Lauren on Melbourne's Nova 100.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Clinty is back in the building.
Good morning.
Oh, Clint with your European tan.
It's a bit much, isn't it? Is it a bit much?
No.
Is it?
No, it's a real legit tan.
Yeah, it does. I mean, look,
Nothing
it does.
healthy about a tan.
Does look like you fell asleep in a solarium for a year.
It does look like you maybe didn't wear 50 plus every day, but you look fit and healthy and well, and that's unfair because I came back from Europe looking like a slug.
Oh, you did not.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
I ate all the carbs.
Meanwhile,
and drunk
Ranger
all the
albino
wine.
over here, like, no tan on me.
No, you haven't been in Europe. Definitely not.
Your skin represents. You know what you remind me of? The old bird in something about
was a
Mary.
name? No,
Oh.
Ursula? No.
That looked like the leather couch.
Yeah, the leather
She looked
couch
like a
lady. Something
handbag.
about Mary. She'd like lay there with like alfoil trying to.
Cucumbers on the ice.
Sweet.
Clinty, are you happy to be home? You haven't
Do
been.
you know, can I tell you?
We haven't seen you in the flesh for like 5 weeks.
I'm rapt to be home.
And in your own
Saw the
bed.
dog yesterday.
Oh,
Pep.
did you lay on the ground, rolling around, licking each other?
Yeah, he was licking my face.
Yeah.
Was
Were you
Pep
licking
so
his?
excited?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, right. You know where that tongue's been, don't you?
Where?
Nowhere.
No, anus.
No, it's been good. It's been nice to be home, see the fam today, which would be nice.
Did you get to see your nephews yet?
I saw them last night. I brought them some Paris merch back with me.
Oh, presents.
A Paris, because Leo he was obsessed with the Big O.
Oh, yep.
We can say Olympics now.
Say Olympics. yeah.
Olympics. Oh, such freedom saying Olympics on the air.
Olympics.
Jokes, you'll be fine.
So I bought him a little T-shirt and a little mascot and a few other things. He was
my
very,
gosh.
very happy with life.
There was nothing better than when someone in your family went on holidays in like the 90s and they'd come back with gifts.
I remember my sisters
Shit
going.
gifts usually.
Yeah,
but
my sisters went
loved it.
backpacking through America, and I got the baseball caps and the glove.
Oh, yeah, sick. That's good. That's good merch.
And the
Did
Mickey.
you have a Yankees hat?
Yeah, I had a Yankees hat, and then they went to Disneyland and got me the Mickey ears. And
Yeah, sick.
I wasn't good in the Mickey ears hat.
No, you should have got the Scooby-Doo hat with the
They're
big
the kind
floppy
of
ears.
they're the
Yeah.
kind of people they ban from Disneyland.
Yeah, I look like the
People
Pope
like you.
with big ears. The little hat.
Hey, I did bring you back something.
I know. Clinty bought me a Toblerone.
A what?
A Toblerone.
You're getting better, but you're not quite there.
Almost.
Toblerone.
That's it.
Toblerone.
Toblerone.
But for as long as I've known you, you've called it a Toblerone.
Do you know what you do with your spare coins? That's what you do with it. You know, all your little euros.
How
you buy a
annoying are the
Toblerone.
coins?
Hang on, because this ups the present. Are you telling me you got it in duty free when you landed?
No, I got it over there.
Oh,
It's rigid French.
Do you know what I used?
oh
I used
so it's a French one.
Oh, it's a Frenchie. Yeah.
It's
French
Le
Toblerone.
Toblerone.
Never
Tastes
put a
even
French-
better.
I've never tasted a Frenchie.
Yeah. You're never going to go back.
I get to taste a Frenchie.
They're a bit overrated, trust me.
Did you taste a few when you were over there?
Side note.
Just the one.
Right.
Paul
gotcha.
just texted me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Morning, Dal.
Morning,
He said,
Paul.
Morning,
the old
Paul.
lady that Clint looks like, her name's Magda.
Magda!
That
With
was
the
it.
cucumbers!
That was it.
I thought it was Cynthia, but anyway.
Paul, your fiance is like our John Blackman, the voice that appears out of nowhere with the answers.
He's like Big
All right,
Brother.
people.
He needs a little buzzer.
Yes, yeah, he
There's
does.
Big Brother. He's listening this morning. Good on you, Dal.
Hey,
So what have I missed?
Nothing. You know what, though? When you were away, Jason and I didn't fight as much, did we?
no,
Am
we
I-
didn't. So we
didn't.
are going to go toe to toe today.
Am I the issue here?
I think you're the instigator.
Beautiful. Bring it.
I think you poked the bear.
Hey, just quickly, we ended the show yesterday by going, "Hey, Clint, we'll see you at the airport
Oh,
when you
yes.
land." And we tried to fill you with a lot of anxiety.
We did, because I got a panicked phone call from Clint yesterday
After the show.
saying...
I knew he would. What did he
I
say?
even called Andrew Lund from the airport to say...
Did you really?
Because I said
Do
we've
you
got
know
friends
about
at the
anything
airport.
happening in T1 arrivals?
What did he say? What did
He
say?
goes, just... I know you're not supposed to, but just give me the heads up. What am I walking into? No, listen. He goes, what am I walking into when I get off this plane? Because I look like a bag of shit. That was a quote. True or false,
As
Cliff?
it turned... Yeah, true.
And
As
I
it
said,
turns
brother,
out,
just you wait.
Yeah, did you really?
What a letdown.
there was nothing there.
Were
I
you
know,
disappointed that there was nothing?
A little bit, yeah.
We were almost just going to send a camera out to the airport just to watch you walking up that little aero bridge,
Where are they?
looking around like a scared little
Where are
cat.
they hiding?
Oh, guys. I've missed
Well, we are thrilled to have you home,
you.
Clinty.
Likewise.
Hey,
Now we can actually talk about football with someone who knows what they're
yes,
talking
and there's
about.
a lot going on.
Because I'm sick of hearing Jase talk about it. because he doesn't actually
Oh, here
know
we go.
anything.
Here's
Sorry.
the first bite.
I ripped Mason a new one last week, and obviously it worked because the Pies got a win on the
Oh, it
weekend.
worked. That's why they won.
There's a lot going on. Our boy,
Which one? Mason.
Christian
Oh, sorry, the
Petracca.
other
Mason's
one.
in today.
Christian.
Well, isn't he making headlines?
I'll tell you what.
Isn't he just?
I'm not sure why, though. I can't get my head around it.
Let's chat Christian Petracca and the D's in the first 20 minutes of the show. Harry Garside on the air next. Plus, your chance to win money and a free trip to the snow. It's a big one, and it starts now. Stanners, glad you're back from Paddy because you need to get down to the Melbourne Football Club and sort out what is going on.
What's going on at the D's?
What's happened? I left, 4 or 5 weeks ago, Melbourne just outside the 8. They're a long way outside the 8 now. And apparently one of our best and brightest players, Christian Petracca, Norm Smith medalist, wants out.
So, I mean, this has been making headlines for a couple of weeks now, but no one's heard from Track, have they? He's not on, he comes on our show every week, and he hasn't been on for the last couple of
Hasn't
weeks.
been on AFL 360 either, so it sounds like he's on some kind of, well, not so much media ban, but he's been in Noosa.
Well, but we were chatting to him when he was in Noosa, and everything seemed like...
And he came in the other day.
He came in the other week. He was probably the happiest I've seen him in a while. He was pretty chilled. He was just starting to get back to training, so the body was starting to heal a little.
And this is a funny thing sometimes with like footy and the media and you never really know what's happening. But so the story goes that he's not happy at Melbourne, right?
Disgruntled is the word.
Because he seemed fine with us when we were talking about
Well,
Totally.
he's not disgruntled with us, hopefully.
No, but like he was talking about next year
Yeah.
and he was talking about, you know.
Well, it's important to note just on that he's got 5 years left on his contract, which first and foremost is going to be very hard to prize him out of the Melbourne Football Club because no club or very few clubs out there can match that sort of or offer Melbourne the bounty that they're after in terms of return.
Question. Obviously, when rumours came out saying that he wanted out, he went to ground, like we said.
Yeah.
He wasn't on our show, didn't rock up for 360. Surely that's going to put a few noses out of joint at the club, whether it's sponsors like New Balance or you've got teammates sitting here going, hey, what's going on? Track, you're in Noosa. Are the rumours
It's
true?
interesting because communication is the buzzword at the moment, and Caroline Wilson broached this last night on Footy Classified.
I find the communication breakdown at the Melbourne Football Club extraordinary. How does Max Gawn not be keeping his teammates in the loop about how Christian's going, about why he's gone to Noosa? How does no one really quite know what Jack Viney's issues are?
Now, is that in reaction to Track was seen rocking up training yesterday to address the players?
He addressed the players yesterday.
Oh, so he has?
Yeah, so apparently he made an effort to sort of detail exactly what he's been through, which I would have thought was pretty...
But that's confusing to me because he's been telling us what he's been through. Like, it seems odd that wouldn't have been spoken about.
I think there's a few complexities here. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a whole football department reshuffle at the end of this season. Well, not so much a reshuffle, but there'll be casualties, a number of casualties, both in sort of management and also in the coaching ranks.
Yeah.
Not the senior coach. Simon Goodwin's very much safer now. Christian Petracca is a captain in waiting at the Melbourne Football Club, right? He is the heir apparent, or one of the heir apparent to Max Gawn. It's really interesting because you've got a potential captain, and a lot of footballers talk about wanting to be one club players. Something has gone so badly wrong at Melbourne, and I don't know what it is for Christian Petracca to want out.
But does he want out?
Disgruntled's a pretty strong
he hasn't
word.
said that, right?
Well, he hasn't made
Who
that
said
case
that?
just yet. Yeah, that's the rumbling.
Right. Because
Now-
when we spoke to him, like I said, he was talking about next year at the D's, the next few years at the D's.
He's thrown his toys over something. He obviously wants changes at the club. Max has been re-signed.
You sure he's okay with us?
He was great. If anything, he was
We love
happy that
Track.
you were in Paris and he was hanging out with us.
Maybe that's why, because we had no idea what was going on in
We
the
said
football
Clint's
world.
back next week, and since then it's all gone to shit.
Jack Viney must
Maybe
be said.
he wants you out of the club.
Well, maybe. Jack Viney is about to re-sign, which is good news for Melbourne
And
fans.
Max has.
Max has re-signed. So
And
Well-
someone announced their retirement. Ben Brown.
Ben Brown, who has the longest run-up of any player, it's like a 747
And
on
everyone
the end
says
of a runway.
He's one of the nicest blokes
lovely.
in the AFL.
Just quickly, re-signing Max. Captain said be part of that deal, I imagine.
Oh, I mean, as long as Max wants the captaincy, he'll be captain.
Yeah,
so
right.
it would have more so been one of his decisions to hand over the captaincy or pass the baton. So
Now, Track's supposed to be on this week. Brody, any word on Track popping in this week?
His manager said he's unavailable for media appearances.
Which is like, I don't get what's going
Oh,
on.
I do. As if you don't get that. When all this stuff's going on at the club, you think he's just going to be popping into Nova to tell us what's going on without the club knowing?
Well, I
don't think so.
Well, I think he needs to get ahead of it because otherwise everyone's just going to start assuming their own storyline.
Well, I think everyone is
well,
assuming their own
the
storyline.
narrative can turn pretty quickly,
I
can't
get.
it?
I mean, I'd love to chat to him, obviously,
I would
but
love to
I'm
chat
not
to him too.
terribly surprised that he's not coming
I'm
in
putting
this
my
week.
money on he wants bloody Stanaway out of the club. Is your dad still down there?
Which one? Yeah, me or
No,
Dad?
no. Oh, God, no. Your dad's fine.
He's safe
It's
as
you.
houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just ask him about his cooking channel. You'll ask him all the hard-hitting questions if he comes in.
Hey, guys, I'm back.
What do you
You're
mean?
back. No
Had a
ailment.
hit of food poisoning. I know,
Yeah, that
Loz,
was
you were
nasty.
concerned it might be the old gastro, but it was definitely food poisoning because
No one else got it?
No one else got it. I went home yesterday and slept off the Indian takeaway. Woke up yesterday at 2 in the afternoon.
Felt better?
Ready to go.
Question.
Food poisoning's such a funny thing because it just comes and goes.
Well, also, it can ruin your favourites. Has it ruined Indian
Oh.
forever?
There's no more chicken tikka
Ever.
masala. It's going to be a
'Cause
good...
you love a
Put too many
chicken tikka
tikkas in it when
masala.
you say it. It's not tikka masala. It's just chicken tikka masala.
Maybe I'm the only one saying it right.
No, you're not. The Indians know.
Maybe
And
the
that's not
extra
how you say
tikka
it.
got you.
Hang on. The Thumb, our executive producer, you're married to an Indian lady. How do I say it?
Chicken tikka masala.
You're married to an Indian lady.
What do you want me
Let's
to
get
say?
to
What's her
somebody
name?
who knows.
What's her name?
Well, I imagine he would be eating it quite often.
What's Brody's wife's name?
Annika,
Well done.
Thank
You're
you.
married to Annika, who's beautiful and
who
is
happens to
Indian,
be Indian.
and is an amazing cook.
Is it chicken tikka masala?
There's no tikka.
It's not chicken tikka masala. It's just chicken tikka masala.
There you go.
Chicken tikka masala.
So you're not going back?
No.
Okay, you're
But
done.
I will eventually.
Oh, I don't know though.
It might have
Nuggets
been
got
the
me
naan.
once, and I've
Because
been back there.
I got food poisoning from, I was saying it yesterday, from pork belly at the MCG in a box once. And
What
I,
are you doing eating pork belly
Belly
at
at the MCG.
Well, it was like I was in,
In a box?
and they
Oh,
had
in
like
a box. I thought you meant in a box like
no,
a
I was in a corporate box. No, I didn't go to the canteen
that's-
and take another box of
Yeah.
pork belly.
I have.
That'd be lovely.
No,
They
it
should
was
start
like
selling that.
it was like in the when they cut it
Yeah.
finally
Yeah,
into
yeah,
like
yeah.
a little cube almost. Oh, never again. And I knew when I was sick, I was like, this is the pork belly.
Well, I remember I woke up and Lou was
I
like,
couldn't eat
"You're
again.
radiating garlic," and I knew that was a sign. And yesterday I was telling you
so
how.
no more garlic bread either.
Well, let's calm down with the bands, all right?
It's going to take a lot to
the
get
garlic
between
loaf
Jase and
is
the
still
garlic
safe.
bread.
Says the garlic loaf is still safe. Domino's, keep in production. I was telling you yesterday how I was changing my 2-year-old on Sunday when I had the food poisoning, and this happened. And then yesterday it hit me.
What?
I got food poisoning. It was definitely the Indian
You
takeaway.
know when you've got food poisoning.
Yeah, I trust me.
exactly what it was.
I
that
knew.
caused it.
Especially after an Indian meal.
And then Lou goes, "Hey, can you change Archie?"
Oh no, not today, Lou. Give me a break. Did you spew on him?
You chundered on the child.
I vomited on my baby.
He's 2.5. He's old enough to remember that.
He burst into tears. I then burst into tears, so we're both sitting there covered in vomit, crying
Put
at
them in
each
the
other.
shower.
That happened yesterday. Do you know what happened after I walked out of the studio at the end of the show? Nandos.
Who'd you throw up on? Someone else?
No, I didn't vomit on anyone yesterday, but Nandos, our video guy, comes up to me and goes, "Hey,
Oh, no.
hey, no judgment zone." And I'm like, "Oh, absolutely not, mate. Not this show. Tell the guys what you told me."
I was telling Jase that I threw up on someone during a sesh,
Oh my
A
God.
sesh.
A throwdown.
Sesh.
a throwdown.
You spewed on someone.
Question.
Were you on top or bottom?
That was my question.
Question.
I'm assuming.
No. Were you on top or bottom?
I was on top. Do you want the full story?
Yeah,
No.
absolutely.
Was she into
I
it?
don't. I don't want the full story.
Oh, good for you. You picked my flavour.
I mean,
Yeah, I need the full story.
So I'd organised drinks with a young lady after work during my single
young
days
lady.
and finished up work.
Yeah, young, not
That
too
sounds
young.
like you booked her, right?
I'd organised a session after work with
I
a
would have
lady.
been 25,
is that why you
26.
left that radio station?
So I booked the 11 o'clock seating.
No, there
Yeah.
were no young ladies at that radio station. Where you came from? Go on. So a lovely young woman
Yep.
needed to get some food before the date, so I got a quick burrito before before the date. And then we met up. We had a couple of wines, and then she asked if I wanted to go back to her place, which was across the road.
Convenient, very convenient. But after only 2 wines, I started to feel a bit queasy, and I was like, is this just going to my head or whatever? Also, the motion sickness
And
will
the
get you.
emotion.
And
He was
emotion.
really in love, maybe.
Motion sickness.
Yep.
Emotion sickness.
Yep.
Seasickness.
We on a water bet.
So we had a few more wines at her place. We got moved things to the bedroom, and during one of the bases that isn't a home run, I started to feel incredibly queasy, and immediately stood up and began to throw up. I tried to cover my mouth, and it squeezed through the fingertips, my hands, and all over her.
Did you say during
One of the bases.
during one of the bases
Not a
it
home
wasn't
run.
a home run?
I sure did.
Were you somewhere between second and third?
I was at third.
Did you
Oh, when it comes through your fingers, it's a bad scene.
continue?
No, so the worst part of this. So there's two.
No, we've hit the
other
worst
details
part.
to this story. She just bought a new kitten, and it was in a cage by the bed because
Oh, you didn't
it's
spew
a
on the
white
cat as
kitten,
well.
and I threw out red wine all over this cat that was in the bed.
The cat had red spots.
Hang on, then what happened? I didn't want to hear the whole story, but now I can't stop listening.
Oh God.
And then,
Story time
so
with
basically,
Terry.
I drove to the location where the date was. I was going to drive home after a couple of wines, and because I had drunk so much, I couldn't drive home. So this poor girl had to look after me all night.
What about the cat? Was the cat okay? The cat would have eaten it.
The white cat with red wine stains on it. So I don't know about the cat.
Did you ever see her again after
Did you
that?
go back?
I never saw her again after that. I got food poisoning, so I found out that I had food poisoning from the burrito, and then she popped up on my Tinder maybe 2 weeks later and was like, "How's that food poisoning going?"
Is your car still there?
Oh
Yeah, of
my
course.
God. This is okay. And then you never saw her again.
Never again.
Did you say sorry?
Hey, Perry. Until now,
Yeah.
she's here with us.
Bring in the cat lady.
Of course, I said sorry. I was very mortified by it.
Oh my God. I would have moved
my
to another
goodness.
country.
Same here.
That is so funny.
13.
Poor cat in the cage.
24-10.
The kitten in the cage next to the bed. I mean, that
Both-
doesn't exactly put you in the mood to begin with, does it?
Both pussy cats copped it that day.
Yes,
13,
they did.
24, 10.
What just happened? What just
Wait
don't
for this. Who have you vomited on? 13, 24, 10. Have you accidentally vomited on someone?
Oh God.
Because
Vomit's
sometimes it just
foul.
happens.
Remember that date I was telling you about? I was dropping her home the next day. She took her shoes off and started vomiting in her socks.
Yes.
And then asked me for a kiss goodbye. I mean, obviously you did it. You don't
Did
get off to
someone vomit on you once, Clint, when you were trying to pick her
No.
up?
No, she burped in his mouth.
Burped in my mouth.
And
on
he
the
still
dance
went
floor
back
at
there.
Boutique.
We are asking the mature question.
Who'd you throw up on? Or when
you
did you
chunder
get
on?
thrown up on? Jase threw up on his child this week when he had food poisoning. One of our producers here, Undies, just confessed that he threw up on someone mid-sesh. He said he wasn't quite at a home run, but he was on third base when it happened.
A girl and a cat.
And she had a cat in a cage next to the bed.
Yeah, the cat wasn't involved. The
As
cat
you
was an
do.
innocent bystander.
Also,
We
when it
should
was-
point out.
It was a kitten.
Yeah. Let's go to Michelle in Murray Warren South. Good morning. When did it happen to you?
Good morning. It was back when I was in high school in year 7. We had our first school camp, and we were like all in the mess hall having our dinner, and I was feeling very unwell, so I just chugged like a whole litre or 2 of water, and then I was trying to run out of the hall because I was feeling really sick, and the teacher was just standing in the way, and I just vomited like completely all over the teacher.
Oh, no. And kids are so cruel. Did you ever live it down?
No, well, they gave me an award at the end of camp assembly for being a really good shot.
Oh,
Good
that's
aim.
You nailed the teacher. Perfect.
Did you like the teacher that you hit?
Did I like? Oh, it was our year level coordinator, so you know,
Perfect.
she could have been a bit nicer. Yeah.
Yeah, she deserved it.
Saffron. Those little wafers.
No, it's Zofran.
Oh, that's why I'm still vomiting. I'm getting the wrong one.
Zofran.
Zofran wafers.
They give them to women when they've got morning sickness,
Yeah.
or to sometimes when people are on medication that makes you nauseous.
Yeah. They are incredible. They're little wafers you put under your tongue and takes any nausea. I can never say that word.
I think the
Nausea.
wafers you're
Nausea.
taking are Try and get you aroused.
Yeah, gotcha.
Wrong ones.
Yeah, wrong.
Oh, are they wafers?
You get wafers,
Did you get
apparently.
them in a wafer?
Apparently.
Remember, that's all they'd offer me in Bali? Everyone else got offered Valium and I got offered Viagra.
Wafer? In a wafer?
No.
Aren't they a blue tablet?
No, it was just out of some dude's bum bag on the back of a scooter. G'day, Greg in
God
Taylor's
knows what was
Lake.
in that.
Hello, mate.
Good morning.
Who'd you vomit on?
It was a very awkward, bad situation. I was at a relative's 21st and very conservative, never drink, but on this occasion they were handing out shots of ouzo and I'm walking to see my fiance and threw up in the back of my in-laws.
You threw up on the back of one of your in-laws?
Yeah. So they were sort of walking ahead of me and I just couldn't control it. Didn't realise how fast it was going to come out and just came out.
Did they?
Ouzo is bad.
Yeah.
Ouzo will get you.
Yeah.
Did they know what had happened? Because sometimes you can just sort of leave it be, just move on.
They turn around.
Just
Gregory.
No, if you get spewed on the back of the head, you ain't just going to continue walking.
Why?
What did they say, Greg?
They were just like, obviously you don't drink, so you don't really know like what your limits were. And
Oh, you got the lecture. You got the lecture from
How old were you when that happened, Greg?
31.
You're going to say 18. Oh, no. Yeah, you'd never go back to ouzo again after that.
You never go back to their daughter either. 13 24 10 is our number to join us on the air. Have you accidentally vomited on someone?
Nicola in Botanic Ridge, good morning.
Good morning. How you going, guys?
Doing well.
Good. Was it you?
No, it was my beautiful husband. We were on a flight from Brisbane to Melbourne.
Oh, no.
Up in the air. Had a bit of turbulence. Oh, my God, I feel sick. Jumped up out of his seat to go to the toilet, and the hostie was yelling at him, get back in your seat, get back in your seat, put your seatbelt on, grabbed the stick bag, tried to open it, but somebody put a bit of chewing gum.
Oh, no.
So, of course, he just looked at me and just let leash.
On you?
How bad was
Yes,
it?
it was pretty bad. And a bit of spray to the person.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Deborah copped some chunks in the hair.
Those sick bags, honestly, if you really need one, you need them like ready to go.
Yeah. As kids, we used to rip the bottoms out.
What?
We didn't. We thought it was funny.
So what if someone did get sick, they'd vomit and go straight through?
Yep.
Oh, you're sick in the head, mate.
I was little and bored on plane.
Your upbringing, I've got a lot of question marks over it. Bobby and Liz have a lot to answer for.
That's disappointing from me. I agree.
It is just got.
I hadn't thought about it
You'd be
until
cancelled
that
for
moment,
stuff like that.
and I wish I
It
I'm
is.
sorry to anyone. It's probably me that put the chewing gum in the.
Guys, I'm looking forward to a little family road trip.
Me too.
September is the perfect. I'm sorry. I'm like, guys, I'm looking forward to a great little road trip. And I look over at Lauren. She's got her head in the phone.
I was sending a
Did you
text.
think-
I wasn't sure.
Do you
we
think
were
I was
back on
practicing?
then. I don't know what I thought. You
Are we
were
going
doing.
on holidays?
Are we live on air?
Guys, we're going on a roadie.
Oh, great.
September is the perfect time to learn how to ski, so head to Mount Buller with the family these spring school holidays.
We are rebranding Nova to Snova because we're going to Mount Buller, Clint. Are you coming? Fresh from Paris?
I'm coming.
yes!
Good, you can drive. I'll chill in the back, eat snacks.
Well,
3.5 hours. You'll be fine.
it's a long trip, isn't it?
No, it's fine. We'll stop for snacks.
So we're going next week, and
Yep.
we want to take some of our listeners with us. You have the opportunity to be coming to Mount Buller with
Now,
us.
here's the go. We're going to do one of our shows live from there, but you guys stay on and enjoy a few days on the slopes. We will take care of the lot. Transfer, ski hire, accommodation. All you have to do is register via the Nova Player app or go to novafm.com.au. Register your phone number. Now, we're about to FaceTime someone.
Yes.
You have 30 seconds to put on ski gear.
Yeah. So the person we are about to FaceTime, Jase, this morning, and if they get their ski gear or some kind of winter gear on in time, they'll be coming with us. It's Millie.
Here we go. Missy.
Millie. I miss you.
All right, here we go. Placing the call.
Hello.
Timer starts now. Hello, it's Jason Lauren.
Ooh.
Hello,
Hey, how you
Jason
going?
Lauren.
Missy. Got
Hi.
30 seconds to get any snow gear
All
that you
right.
might have on.
Oh my God,
All
the
right.
kids are in the car. The beanie's on. There's a scarf
You're on
on.
the car.
We've pulled over the car. Oh, yeah, we've got the scarf, the face scarf.
And a Tim Tam.
And a Tim Tam because she's...
Coffee and a Tim Tam.
Oh, yeah, I'll take it.
Missy, you're coming to the snow!
Yay! Woo! Coming to the snow. Hi, Jase and Lauren.
Hi, guys. Oh, Missy's coming to the snow with us. Have you been skiing before, Missy?
Never.
Oh, my gosh. So you
Missy?
are coming with us. We're all going to ski together. We're going to do the show live, and then you get to stay for the weekend and have a weekend away at Mount Buller.
That sounds so great. Thank you so much.
Missy, you and I can enroll in kids' ski school together. We'll do the magic carpet together.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, and then a few mulled wines by the fire, if you know what I mean.
That sounds pretty good too.
How many kids do you have in that car?
I got 3.
Oh, hi, guys.
Hi.
Were you just like, kids, shut up! It could be Jason Lauren. I need to pull over.
When they answer that phone.
Well, congratulations. We can't wait to have you in Mount Buller with us.
Thank you so much, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
NovaFM.com.au
That's
or
cute.
register via the Nova Player app, and you can be joining us at the snow.
Guys. Now, it's a bit ridiculous, but I think lots of people will understand and relate to this.
Your fiance.
No, I'm not getting rid of him. No.
Out with the old, in with
I
the
don't
new.
know if men have the same thing as women, but chicks, we've all got like a favourite pair of undies.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got this,
Like comfy undies.
just my fave.
Like a brand or one specific pair?
One specific pair.
Oh, no, I'll put myself into anything.
And look, I'm not one of those sexy undies kind of girls. I'm like a nude.
What are they, like Nancy Gantz?
No, I'm not wearing a Nancy Gantz, not every day. But I'm like a nude G-string kind of gal. Like a nude, just like
G-string?
nude colour, like skin colour.
Your G-banger girl.
Always. I've never been a full brief, babe.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you got any full briefs?
I've
I
got
can't
a
believe
couple
I'm
of
asking
pairs.
these questions. Feels a bit wrong.
I do have
Take
a
us
couple
through
of
your
pairs.
lingerie drawer there,
In
Lauren.
fact, I've got a favourite. Well, yeah, it's not a sexy lingerie drawer. I've got a favourite pair of full briefs too. But I have this favourite Calvin Klein G-string that I've had.
Oh, it's not the lolly one that comes up on the show.
No, it's not the Candy G. I've had it for so long, and Paul just hates it.
In
Why
nude
does he
colour.
hate
So it's
it?
nude
It's
colour.
skin colour.
Yeah.
Well, he's just like, can you just like, do you have to wear nude undies all the time? I'm like, we're engaged. I'm not trying to impress you anymore.
Okay,
Joel,
so
when it comes
it's
to-
a CK
well,
nude
it's just seamless,
G-banger.
Will
seam
you
free
sleep in
is
that?
very important for girls.
Good question.
Like,
Do you sleep in it?
Nah, no. And it's not like I only wear the one pair every day, but these are my faves.
You've got to go full brief for sleeping.
Full brief for sleeping sometimes.
So it's just the one. You haven't got a few varieties of it.
I've got many varieties
do.
of it, but there's this one pair
Yeah,
that's my favourite, and it is time to say goodbye. I've finally come to terms.
Time to
Is it-
Thank you.
Is it- hang on.
Could you sing Time to Say Goodbye to my favourite
Andrea
G-string?
Bocelli.
Question.
It's like,
Is it fraying or has it got holes?
no, there's not. Well, there's like a little the elasticity in the waistband, and I've had them for so long, they have certainly stretched a bit. Is finally giving way.
It's at the end of its stretchiness.
But they're still there. I can't quite
So it's
bring
still
myself.
intact.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So why are you turfing it?
Because I just think it's time. And every chick has this pair of undies that they don't want to say goodbye to.
How old is?
I reckon I've had them for 6 years,
Oh, jeez, that's
maybe
long.
longer.
They've done their time.
One of my girlfriends had
Let
this.
them retire.
One of my girlfriends had this pair of full brief undies that she'd wear to bed.
Let them go to the undie farm and live a natural life.
It's like the police dogs.
Do they need to go
It's time. Give it a tennis ball and away you go.
Yeah,
Do they
it'll
need
be
to
happy
go-
for the needle.
to the undie drawer in the sky?
Yeah, let it live.
My girlfriend had this pair of a full brief undies that had Minnie Mouse on them. And
that's
I
not
reckon she had them
sexy.
for 15 years. And her boyfriend, now her husband, was just like, they need to go. And she just wouldn't part with them. And every chick has a pair of undies that's their favourite. Gen Z, you're a chick. Do you have a favourite pair of undies?
I do, and I also have like a matching bra with it.
Oh,
it's like
talk us through the look.
It's black. It's half lacy, half seamless.
Oh.
G-banger
Half what?
with a matching bra.
Half lacy, half seamless, apparently, Jase.
Seamless?
And
Yeah.
have you had it for too long?
What do you mean seamless?
Definitely too long, but seamless. It's so you can't see it under your clothes.
Yeah,
Oh,
seam
right.
free.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they don't
VPL,
give
you
you
know?
all the lady lumps.
Is it VPL?
Just never thought I'd be having this conversation with a Gen Z staff member, and she's on the air going, G-banger.
No, I want to know on 13, 24, 10, is it time to say goodbye to your favourite pair of undies, or can you tell us about your favourite pair? Every
Yeah.
chick has one, or maybe your partner has a pair that you absolutely hate.
Favourite pair of duds.
Do you have a favourite pair?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what are yours?
Well, mine are just straight up and down Bonds. Just the Bonds.
I'm saying I don't have a specific pair, but
you
I've got a
favourite
design.
brand.
I've got a
You've got a
design.
style.
The Bonds. You'd be like me, I reckon. You'd be
I just got it.
Are you the boy leg?
Boy leg.
Yeah, I'm
just
a boy
generic.
leg. Sorry,
Producer Brody's.
a man over 30, just in like
A Y front?
a brief,
That's
is
hot.
a hard no.
I've got a few wife.
Do you?
Yeah. Every now and then.
Of course you do.
Every now and then. But it depends where the hole is. Because if there's a
you've got
hole,
holes in
I've got a
yours.
few holes.
Can I ask you
No,
a
once
question?
they get holes, they've got to go.
No.
See, my favourites don't have
Yeah,
holes,
go.
but it's just
go.
tongue.
Talk to me.
Be brutally honest with me. If you're going to,
I don't have.
No. If you're going to an event or a party or a night out where you just have that,
I'll wear the jockstrap. That's right.
Clint Stanaway.
No, just that little inkling in the back of your head, like tonight I might pick up. Do you have a special pair you put on?
Yeah.
I do it.
Aussie bum.
Oh, Aussie bum.
What, the coloured ones? Or just like a plain?
No, they're decent undies.
I've got
They're
one.
posh undies.
Yeah, right.
Have you got a
You?
favourite pair?
What do
I
you
got
got?
one pair of Calvin Klein as the posh ones.
Oh.
If we're having date night, I might. You never know.
You never know. Put on the posh undies.
On date night, you just go without.
Yeah, have more than those.
All right, Melbourne, 13 24 10. Call us and describe your favourite pair of
I
undies.
was going to put them back in the packet. All right, 13, 24, 10. Do you have a favourite pair of duds? We're really hitting the hard-hitting
Aren't we?
issues this morning here on Nova. We are talking duds.
Yeah, I've got a very sad day because I think it is time to say goodbye to my favourite undies that have
your
been
Reg
with me
Grundies.
through thick and thin. They're my favourite pair.
So when you
They're
do say
new-
goodbye, what do you just turf them in the
Yeah, it'd be a
bin,
very
or
quick
do you
farewell.
set them on fire?
Oh, God, some spirits would run out of that. Set the demons
it'll be-
free.
If only
It'll
the
be-
undies could talk.
I'm glad
I'm
they
bored.
can't talk. They've been with me for a long time, Clint.
They wouldn't have met
But
many
it's
people.
a sad day because every chick has their favourite pair that they just don't want to ever get rid of or say
I
goodbye
reckon
to.
blokes have their favourite pair too.
I reckon blokes have a favourite go-to brand.
Yeah.
Chicks have a specific.
We have
Rio.
a specific pair.
Yeah,
Like
I'm a
the
Bonds
comfy
boy.
pair.
Yeah, I'm Bonds.
White rim.
Oh.
I don't mind a white rim.
Okay.
I think, do you mean a waistband?
That's all.
I wouldn't be talking about rims.
13 24 10 is our number.
Rims and undies.
They don't give me one. Like it's anyway. Okay, all right, let's go
Give
to
us a call and
let's go
talk
to
us through your favourite pair of undies, Melbourne. Kerry from Werribee,
My
what
bad.
are you rocking?
Sorry, Kerry. Sorry, Kerry.
Hi, Kerry.
Morning.
I had a full pair of brief underwear. They were horribly, disgustingly ugly, but they were so comfortable. They were the best.
How many years did you wear them for?
Oh, I'm going about 10.
See?
Years in rotation.
Should we do a mass burning?
Yeah, we should.
No.
They had holes down the side and everything, and my partner just got so sick of them. He decided one night he was going to stick his finger through one of the holes and just rip them completely.
Oh, he made it into like a night of passion sort of thing, but
Were you
secretly he
wearing
wanted to
them?
get
Put them
rid
on
of
his
it.
head.
Were you wearing them at the
Yeah,
time, Kerry?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
Imagine if Paul, your fiance, did that to you. Was like, hey, babe, and ripped him. Just trying to be all passionate and hot. You'd be
Kez,
like,
is that where it ended?
Paul often says, the nude undies again. Good for you.
good luck picking up.
Wow.
Where do you
What? What's he going to ask?
Spanx?
Spanx.
Oh, Spanx. Spanx
Hang on.
are a great invention.
What is
Don't
Spanx?
go,
A
don't
Spanx?
go
Hang on.
ragging on Spanx.
I'm just saying.
They're not supposed to be sexy.
Spanx.
It is sad though because you look quite sexy in them under your dress, and then when you get changed, you're like, oof.
So what are they? So are they the Nancy Gants?
Oh, Nancy Gants and Spanx are competing brands of
Are they?
shapewear.
Oh.
Shapewear, yeah.
And
So they're not-
God bless shapewear.
So do you need to wear...
Can I get some men's ones?
Yeah, see, you guys are jealous. You can't.
I think you can.
They would be men's.
I think you can.
Surely.
Can we order
I've
me
seen them
some-
on Instagram.
Can we order some man Spanx?
Surely there would be.
Oh, couldn't you? I would love... Oh, no, I shouldn't.
Also-
I was about to say I would
You
love
don't
to
need
see you
Spanx, you're so
in a
trim.
pair of Spanx.
Also, what's your algorithm, Sean?
I know. No,
Men's Spanx would be a thing for sure.
Yeah, I know, but why is he getting
I
served?
don't know.
Let's go to
Don't know.
Bailey.
Do you wear undies under the Spanx?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No.
you don't?
No, because the Spanx don't. Sometimes you don't even wear them. Some of us wear them to suck us in, and some people just wear them so you don't get any lines.
That's why I'd be wearing.
They feel good.
No, they're so uncomfortable.
Are
They hurt like hell.
Do they?
Clint. Well, you got to suck everything in. It's got to go somewhere. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know where it goes,
It's
but
like
it goes
when you-
somewhere.
Don't
like-
ask.
it's like
and then when you take
um,
them off, you're like, Oh!
It's like when you
Thank
vacuum
God.
seal the clothes.
It is like vacuum
Yeah.
sealing the clothes.
Yeah, and then you let the air in.
Okay.
Hang
The
on.
team are working on some examples for
Okay.
us of men's spanks. Here we go.
13 24 10 is our number to join us on the air. We are talking your favourite duds.
Your
Let's
favourite undies.
Take another call.
Let's go to Bailey from Kilmore. Morning.
G'day, guys. How are we?
We're good. Do you have
Good,
a favourite
Bailey.
pair of undies?
Favourite pair of undies, excuse the pronunciation, but the Samboy salt and vinegar chips.
Samboy salt and vinegar chips. Yeah.
Undies. The dog got from a birthday a couple of weeks ago, and just rocking around there in my strides, just around Kilmore.
Okay,
Hang on.
look at
The Dahl for your birthday got you a pair of Samboy salt and vinegar chip undies.
We've got a bit to unpack here.
That's
We
correct.
So, like, have they
And you've
got
been rocking around Kilmore in them.
have they got the
Yeah.
chip on them or the logo?
Yeah. The logo is on the left thigh, and then the chips are all around
Oh, that's
the
cool.
actual stride.
That's
Are
like
you are you a salt and vinegar guy, Bailey?
Yeah, I do like the old salt and vinegar, and I don't mind the honey soy chicken
Does
as
the,
well.
are they like a scratch and sniff book? Like, do they smell like
Give 'em a
salt and
lick.
vinegar?
They don't.
Right,
Does the
Shane.
wife play the role of the gobbledoc? Get them off.
Brody, executive producer. What's the swimmers you've got? The Subway ones?
I've got Subway Speedos, and the Subway 6-inch goes down the front of the Speedo.
It's false advertising, isn't it?
It really is. Notice you went that, not the foot long.
Oh, we've got some men's shapewear on the screen.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
you
quite
can-
high. Does
tummy
it go
flatten-
all the way up to the
Yeah.
nipples?
Have you never seen a woman in Spanx?
No.
They go all the way. Okay.
That looks uncomfortable.
All right, men, let me educate you. It goes all the way up under your breasts, and then it sucks all of your guts in and your thighs in.
Well, this
And-
model here doesn't need them.
no, he's way too ripped to
Can
be wearing
we
them.
order me some, please?
Yeah, can we get Jase up? Whoa,
not
what are
not
those?
the nude colour.
What are these?
What's
Look like
that
the Underworks men's.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
see,
those-
that's a full suit, and now you can get full Spanx suits, which are like they're full like.
Oh my, that's
If you
it's
want
like a
me
zoot suit.
I need to wear like pretty much one of those morph suits where it goes over my head
Well, that's
too.
sort of what Spanx are now.
Let's go to
Cover the whole
Cranbourne.
body.
Nick, our resident aerosexual. Morning, Nick.
Morning, guys. How we going?
G'day,
Welcome back,
Nick.
Clint Stanaway from the newsroom. Great
Thank
to have
you.
the team back.
You got a
Not much aero content I could see on your social pages.
No, I
Clint,
did fly
so pretty disappointed.
QF34 though. Do you know QF34?
I do track you.
Oh.
Yeah.
So for those who haven't met Nick, he is our resident aerosexual that loves tracking planes. And,
So were you tracking Clint in the sky, brother?
No, I was tracking Clint on arrival, so I made some. I got some details from Lundy, so out at Melbourne
Andrew
Airport.
Lund.
Oh, God.
Lundy, privacy, please.
Jesus.
All right, Nick, let's cut to the chase. Talk us through your favourite undies.
To be honest, I had obviously, you know what it's going to be. It's going to be a pair of my jocks with A320 on them.
The big double decker.
Adults
No.
wearing undies with pictures on them is so good.
Hang on, is it
I
the?
love it.
So it's got the full plane on there.
Full plane on them, and it happened to be the tail was the end of where my obviously buttocks is, and I had them for a couple of years. And last year, unfortunately, I had a blowout of the tail, and they had to go.
Did you retire them like the Concorde?
I did retire them. The lady, the Asian lady down the shop, she wouldn't repair them. I took them in. She's like, "No, sir, we're not doing that."
Nick, I love you.
The lady at the dry cleaner
I love you,
who
Nick.
does his tailoring.
What'd she say again?
No, Nick, we're not doing that.
That's it. Yep. Hey, it's
Things you do for a
Undie
pair of
chat.
duds, huh?
It is.
I think you should keep yours, Lauren, unless
Thanks.
you want to do a ceremonial burning in
No,
here.
I'm not burning them. I might keep them. You've inspired me to
Maybe
just
we
hang
should-
on to them for a little
Maybe
longer.
we should frame them.
Framing's quite expensive.
No.
Take them down to Superstars and
When they're
Heroes where you
this
get your
size.
jumpers framed.
Are you saying that it's going to be expensive
Oh.
because they're large?
Oh, look, it's ads. You're on the air with Jase and Lauren. Clint's here from the newsroom as well. Also, do we have to stand? Or I suppose he doesn't have the job just yet.
No.
Not yet.
Please welcome the potential new Lord Mayor of Melbourne, Coda.
Thank you very much. Great to be here, everyone.
Anthony
Don't-
Koutafidamides.
certainly don't have to stand.
Hey, do you
Even if I
know?
was.
Do you know when I know that somebody's up for the task, up for the challenge?
How?
They've got two phones.
Oh,
I've always had that, though.
Anthony Koutafidis' two
That's
phones.
the sign of somebody ready to get into politics.
Well, there's a couple of guys going up and down Chapel Street on a Saturday night that are ready to get into politics then.
Seriously. Have you got a family phone and a business phone?
Yes, I do. Yes. So the business phone I've had for a long time now, since retiring from football. The other one's more of a private one.
Yeah, right. Mate, first question, why?
Yeah, well, it is a good question. It's the love of the Melbourne, the city. I mean, we can all see what's going on there right now. And when I first got introduced and got spoken to, I thought, politics, I don't know anything about it.
So someone came to you. This wasn't your idea.
Correct, yes. But like I've seen what's been occurring in the city, and it's not a good thing. And we're talking like city Docklands is a ghost town. Around Lygon Street, the place that I grew up in, they're all screaming down there of what's going on. So there's a lot of work to do. I don't know over the years how it's slowly unfolded to this, the most livable city in the world, to what it's become now. It's very sad to see. We don't want it to occur. Like, I think Carlton Football Club culture, right? It's 70s, 80s, 90s. I get there in the 90s, unbelievable. But you can lose culture overnight. Like we did at Carlton. It's been almost 30 years since our last premiership. And if we take our city for granted, this is what can happen. And so there's a lot of work to do. And I'm no politician, as you know, but I feel like the team that I've got now and the team we're building, who have a passion and love for this city to be able to do things and bring people back, is really exciting.
Well, you know what's really cool about...
He's good.
Yeah.
He's good.
About this mayoral election, because there's a few people in the running, is that everyone is so passionate about our city, which we are too. Like, I love Melbourne. And we've got friends who have restaurants in the city and they're struggling so desperately because we're not going into the city anymore. How are you going to get people back into the CBD?
Look, I've had numerous amount of phone calls. I mean, there's restaurants that have been there for 30 years that have closed down. I think there's a lot of people that have probably got 6 to 12 months left before they just go, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
People in South Bank reaching out to me as well. And so it's a really difficult time. The car parking's a mess. I mean, car parking.
How are you going to fix it?
Well, we're going to, after 6:30, you don't have to pay for car parks to get into the city.
Love that.
Genius.
We're bringing back the way that people want to come in. I mean, why should families have to pay to come in later on?
Because parking in the city
is a nightmare.
And it's a fortune.
Yeah.
Absolute
it is.
fortune.
That's right. I mean, we're reviewing the bike lanes because the bike lanes have been there, but like you sit there in traffic and you wonder how many people are actually utilising. I'm a big advocate for health and fitness. I want it. I'll do things for PT and get the people out there to train, but we've got to look at it. I mean, if it's affecting businesses, it's affecting, flow.
The bike lane stopped some parking as well, right?
Yeah,
That's
correct.
taken away parking.
And it's dangerous too. Sometimes when you want to turn left or you're unsure, there's bikes.
Where do you sit on the scooters?
Well, that's the other one too. The thing I don't like about it is when I walk around the city and see them trashed. I don't think that's respectable. I grew up in a time where we respected people and respected things that were given to us. And if we take it for granted, I don't like that.
So Nick Rees has pulled the pin on the scooters, Nick Rees being the current mayor.
Yeah.
Do you agree with what he's done?
Well, the thing is, I speaking in the other network before, I mean, in Europe, everything's done in an orderly manner. And if we can do that, I would look at it. We need to put some guidelines and rules. But I think of the elderly people too and how often they've spoken to me going, these hooligans just zooming past them and things like that. It's not good for the city.
I get that. But put in real, because we were saying last week, Lauren and I, it's working in every other country around the world. Are we turning into nanas here in Melbourne?
Rather than just saying about us?
Rather than just saying no, just implement harsher penalties.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, and that might be the thing that actually stops them from happening, So
it's just back on hospo. Are we going to see any of these pop up around the city?
You're hungry? You want something to eat? I've got something for you. Here you go. What? You want a souvlaki?
Are we going to see Curtis souvlaki huts popping up on street?
Mate, you never know. You never know. It's certainly not. I haven't thought about it.
Jingle. Well, it's one of the things that, when you enter politics and you enter this kind of part of your life, people dig things up. People get skeletons out of the closet. Is there anything that you're like, I'm just going to put my cards on the table and say, hey, guys, don't worry about digging this up. I'm already giving it to you.
Gladiators, for instance.
Gladiators was one, no
Any
doubt.
regrets?
Souvlaki hut is the other one.
Sorry, I didn't know you were a gladiator.
He was at Kuda, was it? Kuda?
Yeah, I was a gladiator, back in 2008. Kuda, the Greek god, touched by the gods, they said.
Is that what you were?
He was very good at the
Kuda,
gauntlet.
the Greek god.
I probably shouldn't have said that, but anyway,
hang on. Are we talking OG gladiators or the relaunch?
No.
The relaunch.
Yeah.
Oh, the relaunch.
Yeah.
That didn't go well, did it?
No, it wasn't quite as good as the original, no.
So is there skeletons or have you paid people off?
No, all good, all good.
What do you think your chances are? Because it is quite competitive. I know Aaron Wood, he's got Erin Deering as his deputy Lord Mayor, and I love her.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of women are like, really like having her in a leadership position.
Yeah.
What do you think your chances are? Who's in your team and what are your
Who's your deputy? Is it Ange Christou?
Well, Ange unfortunately has gone overseas, so he hasn't got time for it. But Ange is always around. Intaj Khan, he's one who's led Wyndham Council for 8 years, and Gladys Lou's the other one. She's been around for a long, long time, and I love the fact that she's part of the team now too. She's just that real, like, let's go.
So Gladys was a local member out in the east, wasn't she? A Liberal member out in the east.
She's been in politics for a long, long time, yes.
I love that people are talking about the Lord Mayor. Like, I don't ever remember a year where I'm like, we're going for a new Lord Mayor.
John So, he was our bro.
Yeah, I remember John So.
I remember John So.
Yeah.
And then there was some dude that took advantage of the council bar and got ousted, I remember.
There was a few issues with Robert Doyle.
Yeah, that was the one.
But I love that people are talking about it again, because people are quite passionate about bringing our city back to life, which, look, COVID killed Melbourne CBD. There's no doubt about it. People aren't working back in their offices in the city as much. It's tough in the CBD.
It is, and I think, if it continues on this pathway, who knows where we'll be in another year or two. I mean, there's got to be a lot of changes. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a slow process, but things have to be done ASAP, and if you don't do it, then, it just gets worse and worse.
Hey, we got you. What's going on with the Blue Baggers?
Mate,
we thought it was there.
We're back.
They're going to sneak into September, aren't they?
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah.
But are they making up the numbers, Cooter?
Well, it's funny because football, what a year it's been, right? Up and down.
It's crazy.
It's bizarre.
One strange year.
There'll be one quarter that a team will play well that then it progresses them on to the next week, and all of a sudden they're stars. Like, you look at Carlton last year, round 15, I wrote them off. They had one good game against Gold Coast and almost went on to play in the grand final. Everything is open.
Are they
right now? I'm going to say because I'm a Carlton man, but anyway, everyone who's in the 8 has a chance, but obviously the top four's a lot.
You didn't say.
No, it wasn't very convincing.
Would Christian Petracca look good in navy blue?
Oh, mate, would he ever? Then pencil us in then for a premiership for sure if he was to come across. What a wonderful play he is. Unbelievable.
You sound like you bloody drive down there and pick him up if he needs a lift.
I reckon there'd be plenty of Carlton players that would.
That's right.
Hey, good luck, Cooter.
Thank you so much, everyone.
And
Appreciate
please get our city back to its sparklingness.
I'll do my best. I will.
He'd look good in the robes, wouldn't he, Cooter?
He would. You know what? You speak very well. You're on the right track, like Lauren said.
Have you ever been the king of Moomba?
No, I haven't.
So if you lose the mayoral job, let's go for that.
Yeah, well, it's not a bad thing.
Don't know if you'd look good in that colourful hat.
One question. $5,000. This is Jase and Lauren's $5,000 question.
All right, it's pretty simple, Melbourne. Give us a call. This time you could win $5,000 with one simple question. Our chosen player today is Carol from Tarneit. Good morning.
Oh, hello. How are you, Lauren?
I'm good,
Hello,
Carol.
Hello, Carol.
Clint and Jase are here
Hi,
also.
hi, Jase.
Carol sounds trustworthy.
She
Yeah,
does.
I
Like,
like-
if
I like
this
the
was a
sound.
job interview, I'd give her the role.
Carol, tell us about yourself.
Oh, I actually, I'm a mother. I have 3 adult children, and I have 4 granddaughters.
Oh,
And
gorgeous.
I live alone
Oh.
because I'm divorced, but that's okay.
Do you love
That's-
spoiling the grandkids, Carol?
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Do you have a footy team, Carol?
Yes, Richmond.
Oh, sorry about
Yeah,
that.
we found
Me
it.
too.
Yes, I know.
I knew there'd be an
know.
issue.
That's
Yeah.
all right. We're getting an early footy trip this season.
Carol sounds like she needs some cash.
All right, Carol, let's try
I
and
do,
win you
yes,
some money.
thanks.
Do you want an easy question for $50, a medium question for $500, or a difficult question for $5,000?
Look, let me go for the middle, the 500.
500.
I really need the 5,000, but, it's probably something I may not know the answer to.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
So you're not fully backing yourself.
Sorry?
You're not fully backing yourself, Carol. A medium question sounds good. $500 goes a long way.
Okay, Lauren's going to give you the question. I will give you 3 seconds to answer. Carol, if you don't know, guess, okay?
No worries, thank you.
All right. You are possibly the most polite caller we've ever had. All right, here comes your question.
Carol, for $500, what is the world's largest type of deer? 3.
Moose.
You got it!
It's a moose.
Carol!
Well done.
Thank you.
$500.
Fabulous. Thank you.
How will $500 bucks help
Wonderful.
you?
I might pay some bills, or I might just treat myself.
Oh, you treat
Treat yourself, Carol.
Treat yourself. I want to see photos of you at Revs on Saturday night. You get out there. Hit up Electric.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
she didn't say no.
No.
Oh, Carol, you're so sweet. Well
Might need
done.
help on the stairs. Those stairs at
All right,
Electric will get you.
Good luck, Carol.
Well, you know what? There's lots of things you can do in life, aren't there? So, it's a choice.
Oh,
That's
good on you,
right.
Carol. Bloody hell.
Have
Carol
a wild
sounds like she'd
weekend,
make
Carol.
a lovely lemon slice.
I love the sound of Carol. If I had bad news, I'd want Carol
Yes.
to deliver it.
You're dying, Clint, but you know what? It's been a great life. Thanks,
I
Carol.
love Carol. She's a vibe. Iconic.
Good on you, Carol.
Good on you, Carol. You call us anytime.
$500 going Carol's way. We will play again tomorrow here on Nova. We are talking Book Week coming up in the next few minutes. First, though,
McCreary, Bo McCreary with a checkpoint. What do we see in the MCG? The Pies go bang, 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 and they lead Brisbane by a point. Time will beat them. Oh, those Collingwood Knights.
almost, I would say, up there as one of the biggest games of the year. It was an absolute ripper, and we are set for a showdown on Friday night as well from the Pies. Mr. Mason Cox, good morning.
Good morning, Mace.
Good morning.
Hello, Mace.
Well done on the weekend.
Yeah, no, it was a good win. Very close win. 1 point thriller against Brisbane, who obviously played in the grand final last week.
Did it feel
Well, last
good?
year.
What's it like after a win like that?
It's a statement, Clint. It's a statement.
Yeah, at that point, we still had to wait for some other results throughout the rest of the day to kind of see if we're still in finals. So I think that was a massive, confidence booster for us to come back, as we did for a long time over the last kind of 2 years. We've been able to do that. So it was good. It was exciting. You had 60,000 fans there and just going absolutely nuts watching it. And, I'm sure thousands at home. And yeah, just a really great feeling to be able to come back and get a W.
Well, it's the last round this week. You only have to win by 198 points to make the finals.
It's like that Dumb and Dumber quote. So you're saying there's a chance?
There is a chance.
What's the score we have to get?
100. You got to win by 198, I believe.
Yeah, check your sports bet, mate.
And then depend on other results falling.
So it's not
Yeah,
impossible.
your way.
We're first off the bat, too, so we're on Friday night, so we'll have to do our job as best we can and then just wait for the rest of the results to hopefully fall our way over the weekend.
Oh, gosh.
AFL have come out saying highest ever all-time attendance record is set to be broken Friday night for the season.
Wow.
Right? So...
Between Melbourne and Collingwood?
No. Like,
Throughout the whole year.
Overall, throughout the year.
Yeah.
Gross number of spectators.
Gross attendance.
Oh, for the year
Almost
in total.
7.5 million fans have attended the 2024
Staggering.
season.
Oh, wow.
That's incredible.
There you go. That's good.
Friday night will be a huge game.
Well, you take on Melbourne. I've got to ask the question.
Go ahead.
What would Christian Petracca look like in black and white?
Oh.
He grew up barracking for Collingwood.
Yeah. I don't know what I can and can't say around this. Personally, I'm happy to have him if he wants to come
Any
across.
team
I don't know how
will
it all works, but he's a heck of a player. Yeah, it's an interesting little experience for him over the last couple of weeks, I guess, through the media. But, I think this is kind of how these things happen whenever you're away from the club for a little bit with injury. There's people like to speculate, so I'm not really sure. I don't know him personally probably as well as you, Clint. But
Well, you've been through it too, right? You had some
yeah.
serious injuries and had to take some time off. What was the pressure behind the scenes for you to be present in the club during that time, or were you allowed the time to be away from the club and heal? Because there has been some criticism of him going to Noosa to take some time to heal, which to me seems perfectly
Legit,
fine and
yeah.
perfectly normal.
Yeah, especially the injury he had. Like you can't even break a sweat. You can't do anything. So there's not really a lot you can kind of contribute to the club. You can be in meetings and help out with maybe doing vision with people and stuff like that. But overall, there's not a lot. The biggest thing is you want to be still involved. Like I think you want that kind of camaraderie of being around the players and stuff still in that. But overall, like you're really going in there and you might be able to help out for like 30 minutes here and there.
But you also
kinda
need to
just
protect
hang
your
in.
mind as well and take that time
I'd
to
totally
look after
support what he
yourself,
did.
right?
We were chatting about the track situation earlier in the show because yesterday he fronted up at training to address the players.
Just to give a bit of an explanation as to what had been going down in
Which-
terms of his rehab, his recovery.
which surprises me. It's like they're in the dark, because even you said, Loz, Track's been on the show the last couple of weeks. He's been filling us in.
Yeah, but we're also getting sort of third-party messages about what that conversation was about and what that meeting was about. So who knows? Who knows?
Do you feel for him?
I do. Yeah, it's frustrating because he's a big name. Like, people want to know what's going
carries
on.
a lot of
people,
pressure on
yeah,
his
and
shoulders.
it comes with a lot of responsibility, obviously, but I think, a lot of pressure from the media side of things too, where, someone might think they heard something and all of a sudden they make a story out of it. So it's got to be frustrating from his standpoint. Like, he's already injured. He's already probably frustrated with that. And then to have all this other stuff kind of pile on to that is never ideal.
Back to the Pies. Friday night. Do you
go ahead, Jase?
Do you go into it with the mentality there's a chance?
Yeah. I think you want to play your best, right? Every time you go out and play in front of a big crowd, you want to entertain them. You want to kind of put your best foot forward, and that's what we're going to try to do on Friday. There's, I think you got to sit there and go, okay, we're just going to play our way, and whatever happens, kind of happens. And obviously, we know we have to kick a big score, so hopefully we can do that.
There's been a bit of spice in Melbourne Collingwood encounters in the past as well.
Yeah.
So it should make for a great spectacle.
Didn't you and Track have it out last time? You were both on the field as well?
Years ago,
I remember that.
Hey, Mace, it is always interesting this time of year, though, because we say goodbye to so many great players in the last round. I know you put on your Instagram yesterday about Ben Brown retiring. You're a big fan of his.
Yeah, he's one of the nicest guys. I don't know if you ever met him. He is seriously, him and his wife are just the most lovely people you'll ever meet. And I think it's one of those things for me. Like, I never grew up kind of, supporting a team or anything like that because I'm not from here. But, there's people you meet from oppositions and stuff through, appearances or wherever it is, and you kind of get to know them. And you realize that you're all doing the same thing. Yeah. You're all really, just in different colors, but we're all doing the same job.
Yeah.
And you just have a lot of, crossover with them. You kind of get to know them. And I don't know him really personally, but every time I've met him, he's just been such a lovely human. And you just, want to wish him all the best for the next kind of part of life.
And so Friday potentially could be the Pies' last game for the year, potentially.
Yeah.
Unless you win by 198 points plus. Have you got anyone that is saying goodbye this weekend that we might see for the last time for the Pies?
Not that I know of. No, not that I know of. We've had a GM has kind of told us he's not coming back.
Right.
Yeah, we've got to kind of figure out he does a lot of the contracts.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of sorting through that and what it'll look like for a lot of the admin staff.
He's not really getting
the
a lap,
players
is he?
and stuff.
Guard of honour.
Yeah.
Variety.
I always find it so
He's been
sad.
in Europe. He's been in Europe for like
living his
6
best
months.
life.
So committed.
Hey, Mace, you got any plans tonight?
Tonight? Yes, I do have plans.
We're
What about you?
We're going on a date.
We're going on a man
What do
date.
you
Now,
mean?
we're going
Where
on a
you two
date
going?
which involves heavy breathing.
Sorry?
I wanted to join this, but you said you're not up for a three-way on the date thing. This is the breathing thing, is it? Is this
Yeah,
the-
there's going to be a lot of others there as well. It's more of a group type.
What are you doing?
situation.
Oh, it's an all-in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can book in if you want, Jase. Feel free to
We're
join.
going, Lauren, we are going to the Breath House on Bridge Road.
And what happens at the Breath House?
It's a breathing.
Exercise.
I've never done it before. Mace, tell us about what we're going to do.
It's a little bit of like kind of like meditation almost, right? So like you kind of do like conscious breathing.
Wim Hof.
Bit of Wim Hof. Yeah. It's a very good way of putting it. So you do that and it's kind of, it's a bit of, taking time away just to relax and clear your mind and stuff like that. So we're going to do that tonight. And I'm excited.
How do I prepare for the
Just
Breath
wear
House?
something as comfortable as possible.
Don't breathe between now and then. You don't want to peak.
I don't want to waste my breath.
Don't practice.
Also, I'm
Don't
glad he
practice.
gave us the heads up, because if Lauren called Clint later and he's like, I'll put Mace on, he wants to say hi, you'd be like, what the hell are you
Yeah,
doing?
thanks for the invite, guys.
Well, we're going to test it out, and then I thought, if all
'Cause
goes well,
there's someone in here that could do with some kind of
I
mind-calming
hear
meditation.
you, Lauren.
Yeah.
Oh, he'd be so distracted. He'd last 3 minutes.
I'd love to see him trying to sit still and meditate.
You've been trying to get me to hold my breath for the last 3 years we've worked together.
How's that
And
going?
I've failed miserably.
Hey, mate, great game last weekend. Bringing home strong this weekend. There's a chance.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
That's how we need
Good
to go
luck,
into
Mace.
it. Thanks. Storms over homes across Melbourne that are preparing for Book Week.
Okay, Melbourne, 13 24 10. It is an open line for you to vent about Book Week.
My kids' school isn't doing it till September.
Oh.
No, it's this week.
Well, I don't know if Jesus liked to fancy dress towards the end of the year, but yeah.
Is it a Catholic school? Do they
Yeah,
do
it is.
differently?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I thought there was one official
Do they
week,
come
but I could
dressed
be
as
wrong.
a character from the Bible?
It's a book.
They may do. Long book.
What's your kids going to go as?
Not sure yet.
Oh, you got heaps of time. All right.
Moses might grow a beard.
There are plenty of families in Melbourne who are tearing their hair out over book week. Do you get competitive over your book week costume,
Joseph.
Jase?
All right, let's go to
Do you
beer.
get competitive with the kids with their book week costume?
Look, to be honest, and God love her, that's normally Lou's domain.
Yeah,
She
right.
sorts the fancy dress.
Because-
However, like, if I see them leaving the house, I'll be like, hey, come on, guys, let's step it up.
Because there was a caller on the station the other day that said he'd won 3 years
I
in
know.
a row. I
I know.
don't think it's a contest, is it?
Amongst parents, it is. We have quite the fancy dress cupboard at home.
I love the parents that forget and then shove them in something and shove them out the door like it was planned. Bianca from Doveton, talk to us about book week. How does it work in your household?
Well, I have 4 kids doing book week this week.
Oh, God. Can't you just rotate the outfits each year?
Well, I can because the eldest costume could then go to the next one, but they all decided they wanted different costumes this year.
So what have we got?
Oh.
So we've got Fox and Socks from Dr. Zeus.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've got Kung Fu Panda.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
We have a dragon. And we have a basketballer, Steph Curry, from his book, The Boy Who Never Gave Up.
Oh, that's
See,
good.
there you go. They're the good ones when you go to your favourite athlete.
Gave up.
Andy Lee's book, the kids' book.
Do
he
not
bought.
open this book.
Yeah, the character Wiz in that always gets a good run. However, the kids need to be painted blue.
Yes.
So really think about the after-school job in the bathtub. It's a lot of work.
Our niece is in Queensland. Her and her best friend went as like a giant worm, and one was at the front and one was at the back, and they had to be stuck together.
Like a human centipede. Let's go to Rachel in South Morang. Good morning.
But yes, like that. In a kid
Hi.
Good morning.
Hello, Rach.
Morning. Morning.
Morning, Rachel.
What do you got
Talk
for us?
to us. What's going on?
I work in childcare, so every single day we're expected to wear a different costume, which
No.
is really hard.
Do you hate book week for that reason?
Yep. I sure do.
So you got to wear 5 different outfits.
That's
do they
crazy.
pay for your costumes? Because it gets expensive.
No, we have to pay for them and we don't get reimbursed.
Okay, so talk to me. You must be scraping the bottom of the barrel with one of them. What's the worst costume you're wearing this week?
Where's Wally?
Oh, yeah, that's...
You know what a lot of
bad.
teachers go as? Thing 1 or Thing 2.
What's thing 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Cat in the Hat. Yeah, so black tracksuit, coloured hat, and write the number 1 on your
you're
chest.
at childcare. So my little nephew, he's 18 months, he went to childcare yesterday for book week in the cutest little sailor outfit.
Oh, my God. I thought it was a pilot.
Oh, it's something like that. It's... I don't know.
He's your nephew.
I think it's a pilot.
Is that a pilot?
Yeah.
Not a... No.
Well, I don't know. He had a
There
book
might be
about
crossover.
That's
ships
why I
or
was so
planes.
confused when you were like, ahoy. And he's like, what are you doing?
Ships or planes, not
I've
sure.
got one word
But he
for
went
you.
to daycare and he was the only kid in
Oh.
the
What?
outfit. No one else wore them.
Oh, so...
Oh, no.
He's so little, I don't even think he knew
do they
he
do
was
it
in
at
an
Kinder as well?
He's Rachel's a childcare
Oh.
worker.
That's like, rocking up at free dress day at school and you're still in the uniform.
I know.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, that's
One word, Temu. Sure,
Yeah,
you
now-
can get a good costume on
Yeah,
Temu.
but you also get a rash.
Do you?
Some of the quality.
No,
And it's a
well,
fire risk as well.
I did. Clint, you weren't here the other day when I was telling you I just signed up to Temu because I had a dress-up party that I didn't end up going to. The costume hasn't even arrived. I'll bring it in and
hasn't
we'll
it?
check
I
the
thought it was
quality.
meant to be quick.
No, not necessarily.
The wheel of death got me. You know that wheel that you just spin all the time, just keep adding things
I
to
was
your car?
playing that yesterday as well.
On the wheel. Oh, you get 100% off.
You got it too?
Yeah. And then you got to buy 75 things to get it. Anyway, Chris from Berwick. Good morning.
Every book week I can't really financially recover. So we spend about $1,000 on
Oh,
costumes.
that's ridiculous.
$1,000?
How many kids do
But
you
here's the
have?
thing, we make it ourselves. So it's just fabric. We pretty much are a major shareholder of Spotlight because we make our own. Like yesterday, the little fella's 3. He went as the big bad mouse from the Gruffalo, which we made ourselves.
How many kids do you have, Chris?
Just one. Just
and
one.
it's $1,000.
Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, but
Chris.
We make 5 costumes. Yeah.
Oh, do you have one every day?
Yeah.
Are you one of those parents, Chris? Just be honest.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
I am.
he know. There it
Yeah, but
is.
Chris, are you winning? Are you winning? Are you better than all the other kids?
Oh, 100%. That's what it's
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Get
And
it.
Chris, are you whipping it up on the Genome or is there someone helping you?
My wife is pretty good on the sewing machine, but I'm not too bad myself.
So what do you contribute? What's your role in the costume making?
I go and buy it.
Yeah.
She gives me a big list.
Oh.
So I go and buy it and then measure the little fella and then, yeah.
Okay, so what's the best one he's wearing this week?
Probably the big bad mouse from the Gruffalo.
Oh, you started early. You've peaked early.
The old coat hanger
On the
as the
mug.
tail. And that way you get the tail sitting
Oh.
up right. The old metal coat
Get
hanger.
Chris to make us a costume for Book Week. What would you go as?
I'm good, thank you.
What would you? Have you ever read a book? You meant to read the book.
Goosebumps bringing out a new one anytime soon.
Win $20,000. A brand new Suzuki Swift Hybrid.
And a star.
Hey, what's up? This is Troy Sivan. See me live. Your chance to win only with Nova.
Kelly, you are on the standby list to win 20k, brand new car, and head to New York to see Troy Sivan.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No worries.
No worries, Kelly. Good luck. Hey, Kim from Pakenham, you're also in the running to go to New York, get a new car, and see Troy Sivan with $20,000 in your pocket.
That's amazing. Thank you.
No dramas.
Good
We've got
luck.
more chances coming up after 9 this morning with Mel. So no more calls now. We're closing the phone lines. We will do it again after 9 o'clock this morning. When you were in Paris last week, did you hear Troy Sivan's mum called in?
Yeah, I did hear that. So she lives locally, does she?
Yeah.
Must do.
Yeah.
Oh, good on her.
Yeah.
Yes, she does. She
Big
lives in
farm.
Melbourne.
Big farm.
Yep. She called in to try
She
and
was
win
very
tickets.
proud.
Yeah. She was like, I'd really like to see my my son.
Yeah. There's not many like people who can say their kid is performing at Madison Square Garden.
I know.
Like that is
And he is at the
huge.
top of his game right now.
Absolutely.
As is Sabrina Carpenter.
Mhm.
Of course, Tay-Tay's bestie.
I love this song.
I've got some bad news though.
Hang
This
on.
is where she's-
let's
Let's
just enjoy.
Is this?
Please, please, please.
She also sings Espresso, doesn't she?
She does, but the boyfriend's in this film clip.
So, Splitsville
No.
for Sabrina and Barry Keohane. Now, basically, the reason why they've split is because Sabrina is fed up that Barry is having too much of a good time. A source has told a newspaper.
It's been a while since I've met a young man called Barry. Can I
Barry
just point out?
Keohane. He's a bit of a heartthrob, isn't he?
Of course he is.
Where do you sit on Baz?
Bazza.
Oh, no, not Bazza. Just Baz.
Well, Paul, my fiance, his beautiful dad's name was Barry. And Paul said maybe if we have a little boy, first we could call him Barry.
I don't know. Yeah,
It got a no from me.
Barry. You can't say
you know
no.
what you do?
No,
You
you
know
say,
what you do? You say second middle name.
Middle name.
Or you say, let me sit on that one. And then pray for a girl.
Although it's very trendy now for girls to have boys' names. Maybe we could have a little girl called Barry.
Yeah, well, see, that would be nice.
Anyway, I was just pointing out it's been a while since I met a young person called
Sabrina
Barry.
and Barry have called it quits. But Sabrina says, a source close to Sabrina says, Barry acts like an idiot when he's drunk,
Oh.
and Sabrina was getting fed up. He's always been a party animal.
Oh. She's dumped him because he's too wild.
You ever given anyone the ultimatum? Like, fix this or the relationship's over?
Well, yeah, I know heaps of people that have said to their partners, you are out of control, pull your head in or we're done.
What, because they're having too much of a good time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit rough, isn't it?
I know someone going through it right now.
Really?
Yep.
It's tough, though.
Because her partner is just going a bit too wild. They got two kids at home.
At
and
some point, you've got to sit there and
Pull
go,
your
you've got
head
to put your life in front of the relationship.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
But Barry's also at the top of his game. I mean, when's he going to be sort of rich, famous and...
Do you think Barry's regretting being in the film clip?
Oh, yeah.
Here's one for you, Clint.
Because that's the film clip everyone's showing right now.
I know.
You're a man of 400 jobs.
Yes.
If you met a girl.
Yes.
Right? Let's do a huge hypothetical here. No, if you met a girl and you really hit it off and she was like, look, I'm never getting time with you.
Mm.
Can you give up weekend today so we can actually have weekends together?
Mm.
Would you do it?
Probably not.
You'd have to really like it.
Exactly. exactly.
Well-
And that's why I love a hypothetical.
Well, that's the thing. But also, someone who really loves you wouldn't be telling you to
Well,
give
no,
up your career. That's different to doing something that's
No,
damaging.
but it's not giving up the career. But
different,
like, all jokes aside, the
yeah.
guy works 7 days a week.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
someone was getting into a relationship, they might sit there and go, well, when am I seeing you? Like,
Jeez, you're really
Isn't
fired
he?
up. Chill it
Isn't he?
out, bro.
You are really Team
I
Sabrina.
don't want him to die alone.
Well, maybe you could take some time off this show.
That's not an option.
just had 4 weeks
But
off.
it does happen. Like, I mean, I couldn't.
You don't want 5 days with him, Clint. Just 2 days, trust me.
I mean, my Paul, he's from Brisbane, and I couldn't do my job. I was working in radio. I
That's
couldn't be
right,
like,
yeah.
I'm moving to Brisbane, or I would have had to give up my career. I didn't tell him he had to move, but he chose to move. But it was a bit of a, like, you know, we didn't have much of a choice.
Is Barry an Irishman, is he? Oh, that
Barry
explains
Keogh.
it.
Well,
doesn't
that's,
it?
yeah.
Huh?
13, 24, 10. I'd be interested to know if people have been in a situation like this, like they were sort of rolling out the ultimatum. Did you have to change something about you, or did you ask them to change something about you to keep the relationship going? Surely it happens.
Well, yeah. I remember when I was in high school, I said to that boy, if you wear boat shoes again, we are done. And he wore them again and we were done. That kind of ultimatum?
I was probably looking for something a little bit more meaty, but no, that's all right. We'll take boat shoes too.
Start somewhere.
Where do you sit on boat shoes these days? I mean, are they?
Totally fine if you're on a boat.
Otherwise, off with your legs. 13 24 10 is our number.
Maybe in the south of
You
France.
know what I'm getting Paul for his birthday?
Yeah.
Oh,
Pair of boat
imagine
shoes.
him in boat shoes.
Yeah.
No.
He's brained for 2 pairs.
Thank you for being a friend.
Hey, that is it. We are getting out of here.
We are.
I got a sick 8-year-old at home today. He's off school.
So you're going to go and party with him?
Yep. Ice cream and movies, I think.
No, you can have ice cream when you're sick in the guts.
No, me, not him.
Icy pole.
Icy pole,
lemonade,
yeah.
icy pole.
Lucozade.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lucozade
yuck,
and dry
remember that?
toast. Wasn't
Yeah.
it? No, Vegemite toast.
Vegemite toast
Yeah.
and flat lemonade.
Flat
My mum would
lemonade.
give me.
Here's a tip. I used to put it in the milkshake maker. Zzz, and then it'd take
Get
all
the bubbles out.
Bubbles
I
out.
don't know how she made it
Carbonation.
flat. I think she stirred it.
Yeah, she did. There was always bubbles still left in it,
Yeah.
Mum.
Also, I used to just pretend I was sick to get the lemonade.
Yeah, so did I.
I reckon that you reckon Huddy's up to no good.
You know what was weird? I used to chuck... No, I believe him. I used to chuck sickies all the time, and my mum would take me to the doctors, and for some reason, they'd always find something wrong.
Yeah, that was the risk you ran.
I'd be
my
like,
mum-
here we go. I'm faking it again. And then the doctor would be like, yep, ear infection. And I'd be like, no way.
Give me a few of those
body-
jelly beans and
the
I'll
body
get out
is
of
an
here. I
amazing
won't tell her
thing.
either. You get your $150 for me being
I get my
here.
jelly
I
bean.
get my jelly beans. We all go home. Thanks, Doc. See you next month.
Hey, first day back in Melbourne after Paddy. What are you doing, Clint?
I'm exhausted. Well, I think we need to crack the Toblerone that I bought from Duty
Oh, yes,
Free
he
for
bought
you.
me duty-free
Should we go out
Toblerone.
for lunch today?
Should we go out for lunch?
Let's
Where
go
should
out
we
for
go?
lunch.
Can't
Shall
wait
we?
to hear what karaoke bar you guys
You
in.
can't come because you've got to go and look after your sick child.
I do.
Might have a glass of Chablis.
Should we have a glass of wine?
You've just been
on
in
a
France
Tuesday?
for a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna.
And?
We're gonna
Welcome
drink.
back to the workforce, mate.
We're gonna drink French wine and talk
Oh, my-
about France and wish that we were there.
I'll watch what you guys get up to on the next episode of Real Housewives. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Gonna be a good day. Jason Lauren. Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.